Alright, so we used different types of music to add to the thriller atmosphere. So non-diegetic sounds to create a fast tempo. And we also had various costumes for each of the characters, which add to the stereotypes and the ideas held around these certain characters. So, for example, all our teenager characters had dark clothing with hoodies and stuff like that. We also had point of view shots to create a sense that we are like the actors and we can see what's going on from his perspective. We also used like fast-paced editing, which is mysterious and ambiguous, and it creates a like sense of confusion and anticipation. All right, so we looked at various distributors of films, and we came across Revolver Entertainment, and we thought they'd be a suitable distributor of our film because they've distributed films like Another Hood, Shank, and Adulthood and Kidulthood. And these are films that we based ours on, so we sort of gained inspiration from these various films. And yeah, they're experts in youth entertainment with over 9 million YouTube trailer views in total. And because we aim to attract the same sort of audience, we'd like to use this as a suitable distributor for us. All right, so we're targeting young people aged between 15 and 24 years old, and mainly males because they seem to be most interested in these sort of crime thrillers, and they tend to be the commit higher rates of crime involved, which involve knives. So we thought they'd be most attracted to this film. And we're also targeting sort of people of a lower class because this would apply more to their lives. So, and the areas we're looking to distribute it in would be large cities like London and Birmingham, because they're full of large cities like London and Birmingham. And we're also targeting people who are interested in teenagers and crime, as this would provide valuable information for them. And we're looking for the same sort of audience as those who watched films like Kidulthood. Alright, so our use of mostly young actors would help attract the young audience, the audience that we're targeting. And furthermore, the fact that the production relates mostly to young people should attract more young people than a different thriller would. We also created a Facebook group called Toby AS Production Media, which we use to publicise our film. And there's also a Twitter page which people can follow called Toby AS Production Media. Furthermore, we made, well, yeah. Alright, one of the ways in which our film represents social groups is by our use of characters. So we played upon the statistic that 12% of London males are black, but 54% of street crimes are supposedly committed by these black males. So through our use of young black actors, we sort of enhanced and used that statistic and played upon the common stereotypes surrounding that social group. Furthermore, our use of hoodies and sort of teenage stereotypical clothes plays upon the opinion held of most teenagers, and the use of clothing helped enhance that portrayal of the social group as well.
Throughout the production of our film, we use various technologies in order to create the movie. One of which being obviously the camera used and various tripods and dollies in order to create a variety of camera shots and angles. The tripod was used also to create a steady shot, which we found difficult when filming without. As well as this, we also used a variety of applications on the Apple Mac in order to edit and produce the movie. One of these being iMovie, which was used primarily for the editing of the movie, and in addition we used an app called LiveType in order to make the titles for the movie. This was because on iMovie the titles were much more generic and less attractive than they were when using LiveType. We also use technologies such as social networks like Facebook in order to address and attract our audience and gain feedback from our movie. As well as this, we used various messaging services such as Blackberries and Facebook Chat in order to gather our actors and construct the movie. Since our preliminary film, we've learnt a variety of things when making our movies. One of these being the much better editing when using iMovie. There were a lot of difficulties during the preliminary film when editing shots together, but these were made much easier during the production of the real movie. Another thing was we learned how to manipulate the camera much better than we did back in the preliminary task. This was highlighted through our much steadier shots and a much vaster range of shots within the film. And finally, we were able to make improvements on the use of sound within our films, shown by our use of non-diegetic sound added in onto the film, which we were less able to do so in the preliminary task.